I've awaited your return. Tell me, what's on your mind? Oh, how lovely. What is it? Well, I wouldn't mind devoting my time to the shamisen, which is more or less what I do now, of course. Although, playing as a geisha for one's customers is quite different from playing to indulge one's creative spirit. Perhaps one day, if I ever leave this place, it might be wonderful to explore the arts I learned for my trade. I see.
I'm glad to see you. Couldn't be happier. Truly. Well, be my guest.
So we meet again. You got me figured out. Well, what is it? Well, President Fillmore ordered me to. But it's a dream of mine to open this place up. A feat no one else has managed. It's like harpooning the great white whale, you know? And it's my way of eclipsing my brother. Finally, he'll give me my due. Well, I've said enough. You'll need to get me a strong drink to hear any more. See you around.
You have some kind of business with me? Wow! This is great! Oh, I see. Hey! Stay alive, okay?
Huh.
Took you long enough. You going so soon?
I'm listening. What's that? I suppose I'll have to tell you the story. When I was young, I spent all my energy learning Dutch. But when I arrived in Yokohama, all the Westerners spoke English, and English alone. And sadly, my Dutch withered on the vine. Every now and again, I heard people say that learning Dutch was behind the times. But little did I know how right they were. To be able to interact with the West, I have no choice but to become proficient in English. A lesson learned the hard way. I'm learning the ways of the Tatsumi Ryu, yes, but I'm more concerned with AI as a tool to train both body and mind. If I ever got into a fight with truly dangerous swords, I'd run like the wind. I won't die for no good reason. Besides, versing oneself solely in combat is of little value. It's through education that one is able to exert their true potential. How wonderful! Very well then. Till next time.
I wanted you to have this. You worked hard after all. I think we should stay in touch in the future. You amenable to such an idea? Friends, huh? I guess we are. We shared a cause, and now I've got my first Japanese friend. See you around.
You rounded up any fugitives? Best of luck out there. I'm blessed to have your patronage. Later then, and take care.
Hello there. I've got a fine selection of wares. Curious what's inside, are you? You can find out if you buy it. Many thanks. It goes without saying, but no returns.
これは。おや。
How are you faring?
Oh, it looks like you've embraced the challenge. I look forward to seeing how you fare.
Ah, I was wondering when you'd next drop by. I'm glad to see you. Really? That would be great. I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
Alms, if you please. Give me more. More. I thank you, and in return,
Honestly, I'd really like if you were to join us in Edo. What do you think? Good to hear. Let's do this!
On your feet! You're up next.
Thank you.
Move! Out of the way!
Your time has come. Rise as one.
Master Sword! Hey! You saw it too, right? He stayed true to himself. Right to the bitter end. He was ready for his fate, faced it head on. We could stand to be more like him. This is not time to sit around weeping. Katsura, Shinsaku, Genzoi. His actions have inspired them all, and many more besides. By dying, Master Shoin passed something on to us. What exactly that is, well, I can't say for sure. All I know is that I have to do all I can to forge a new Japan. Now, let's go and join Katsura and the others. Seems they're lying low in the remains of Saihoji Temple. We'll have to be careful. Edo is the Shogunate's stronghold. The Red Demon has eyes everywhere, so we can't move in plain sight. Katsura and the others will have a hard time searching for Fumi. There's little enough to go by without the added hindrance. With Master Shoin gone, this might spell the end for them. Truth be told, I was counting on Master Shoin to be here. I thought that with him, our country really stood a chance. But now I see that leaving my fate in someone else's hands is foolish. My future begins and ends with me. Your time has come. Rise as one. I will take Master Shoin's last words with me as long as I live. What a terrible sight. So many struck down by cholera. It saddens me to see Edo this way. It's a mere shadow of the bright and bustling place I once knew. We can't leave things as they are. Something must be done. Saihoji Temple is a secret meeting place for Choshu retainers. A special signal is required to enter. I'll teach it to you. Watch. This way!
Hold. Those entering the temple must perform the special signal.
Remember what I just taught you. Give it a go. Come on.
Very well. You may pass.
The rain's finally let up. They say no rain lasts forever, you know. I'm guessing by that look on your face that you haven't found Fumi yet.
Pardon me.
Taka.
Fumi! You're alive!
Yes. Taka helped me escape.
Now there's nothing to hold us back. But I'm not sure I understand.
I'm sure there is much you wish to know. But please, save your questions. There is news of great import I must convey to you at once. An uprising by the Satsuma clan is imminent. Should you join forces with them and succeed, you will surely be able to clip the shogunate's wings. Perhaps ending this purge once and for all.
You're right. We need to be a part of this. The Satsuma clan is every bit as powerful as the Choshu. This is a godsend.
Hardly. The Satsuma are obsessed with all things Western. They cannot be trusted. Joining forces with them is folly.
Listen to me, Genzui. I want you to decide. As Master Shoin's favorite student, it is you who is heir to his vision. I vow to help you in any way that I can.
Your time has come. Rise as one. Master, I will listen to my heart and walk the path we believed in. Let us join the Satsuma. To correct Japan's course, we must put our petty differences aside and embrace what we share. What say you? Do I have your support?
Please come and see me later in Yoshiwara. I wish to speak to you alone.
What do you want? Now? Sure. Not a problem. I was just thinking I've had my fill of idling about in gambling dens. And, I wasn't in the mood for the pleasure district either. Good thing you came along because I feel like a good conversation. Kusaka often leaves to practice his swordsmanship or the like, and gets utterly consumed by it. But I need to break up the monotony, keep things varied. Even in battle, I'm there wishing I could noodle the shamisen. Why don't you give it a go? Fighting isn't everything. We'll have more to talk about when you understand the finer things. You're missing the point. Listening is totally different from playing. Don't worry about playing well. You will understand in due course if you try. And with stuff like this, you can learn the theory. But that won't communicate the joy of playing. Don't overthink it, just go with your gut and let your fingers work. That'll lead you in the right direction. The arts of combat and performance have much in common. You will understand once you try. If you like to learn, I'll be glad to teach you. Even if it's just a once. I would love to hear what kind of melody you make.
Let's have a little chat. Oh? What's that? It was a gift from Shinsaku. He bought it in Shanghai. Made by some American company, apparently. Obviously, I'm more comfortable with a sword, but it definitely comes in handy, in a pinch. I don't like how the Red Demon's gone about it, but opening up the country is a good thing. There's amazing stuff in the West. Oh, I like this. No problem. I'm always happy to talk. I just posted a letter to my older sister. Have I ever told you about her? When I was a kid, I used to get bullied a lot for wetting the bed. It was always my sister who stood up for me. I'm forever grateful to her for helping me stop that bad habit. Our mother died young, so it was really my sister who raised me. What's your family like? I assume you're not actually tied by blood. Well, it's our heart that tells us who our family is. Who cares if you're really related by blood? Do you remember Izo Okada? We share no blood ties, but there are times he's felt like my own counterpart. I know he sometimes takes things too far, but to me, he's one of the good guys. From here on out, you're going to be meeting all sorts of people. You're bound to get close to some of them. And before you know it, family. Who knows? Maybe it'll even happen to you and me.
What do you want? Sure, I'm game. What's on your mind? The Yokohama Kiheitai was something of an experiment, to be frank. I'm thinking I will build a new militia back home. As always, any person with aspiration is welcome no matter their social status. But this time, they will be trained and equipped for Western-style warfare. The age of samurai won't last forever, and new Kihetai would go a long way toward ending it. Well, it's the domain of the Mori family, made famous by the master schemer Motonari Mori in the Sengoku period. In Motonari's day, they governed 6 states as great daimyos, until it went down to 2 after the Tokugawa beat them at Sekigahara. In the 2 centuries since, their loyalty to the shogunate has only been skin deep. It's the only thing they have in common with Satsuma. Interesting question there, and not easy to answer. Well, I consider everyone from Choshu to be a true comrade. Kusaka, first and foremost, and I would trust him with my life. But, having said that, I wouldn't say we get along particularly well. I would say I get along with the Tosa guys, Sakamoto, and Nakaoka much better. You know your stuff. Really? Alright, fine by me. Till next time.
What is it? Understood? What is it? Many things. Military strategy, history, philosophy. But it wasn't all book learning. He made us swim and climb mountains too. Looking back on it even now, his academy was truly different. Everyone would discuss ideas together, teaching each other. I learned a lot of things from that. When I close my eyes, I can still see it. That little tatami room. You know how to please. Good idea. I've got some time on my hands now if you're free. There was something I've been meaning to ask actually. About the one who trained you. You've mastered the sword, no doubt. But that's not all. You've got real grit. I've never seen anything faze you in the least. You must have had an incredible master. Like we had in Master Shoin. To have their pupil revere them is a master's greatest joy, I'm sure. We were truly blessed to have been introduced to the man. He gave us purpose, the chance to focus on our nation's future. By the way, what does your teacher do these days? I see. The shogunate. They rule by suppressing the will of the people. Truly, the shogunate has lost its way, and there is no salvaging it now. Not only do they ignore the cries of the populace, but now they bend to the barbarians knocking at our door. It beggars belief. Can't they see how their people suffer with this disease they have invited into our home? Japan must change, and no one can do it but us. We, who were born and live under the rising sun. I'm sure you've had your fair share of painful memories. But let us together put this broken land to rights.